Hello and welcome everyone. It's Shanna. Now today we've got a quick card using Kraftin Kimmie's Once Upon a Time stamp, and I've got Robin Hood here. And Robin Hood usually has green and brown, so I brought in my Altenew markers to use on this particular card, and we're just going to do some quick coloring with my forest green set and my coffee break set, and we're just going to get Robin Hood colored up, and we're going to make a quick and simple card. I will speed up the coloring because it does take a little bit of time for that, but we'll get it colored up. Now these Altenew markers have the best brushes on them, and I think they blend really well. I'm certainly not a colorist, but these markers really help improve my coloring, I think. So we'll get started coloring, and Robin Hood will come together pretty quickly. Okay, so I've got my coloring done, and I need to bring in the sentiment. And I'm just going to use an acrylic block and this wicked black ink from Kraftin Kimmie, and we will get our sentiment stamped on here, and then we'll be able to build our card. This is going to be a quick one. And this wicked black ink is wicked. It really stamps very well, even when you're using your stamp for the very first time, which is the case here. And this says you're right on target. And I stamp that up. And I just wanted something playful, so I'm going to bring in these dies here and just die cut it up. I've got some green, two-tone green paper off to the side that I think will match nicely with Robin Hood's clothing. And we're going to get them die cut out, and then we'll quickly put together a card. I'm just going to bring in some washi tape and tape this down so it doesn't move on me, because I need to keep him centered. And that sentiment, if I'd stamped him a little bit higher on the card, on the base, it would have been better, but I didn't. And I've got a nesting die here, and at first I thought I was doing this green, but the green is actually my bottom layer. I'm going to do the pattern paper. So I'll figure that out in a minute. Right now I'm trying to get the washi tape started. And I'm like, wait a minute, that wasn't what I had planned. So I'll pull that off, and then I'll get this laid down on here. We'll get this die cut out. And then we'll have all the pieces for our card, and it'll come together quite quickly. So this is a brand new stamp set from Kraftin Kimmie. She just released it. So I'll link the materials in the description box below so you can check it out. It has Robin Hood, it's got Snow White, and it has Little Red Riding Hood on it, the stamp set. And they all have little sentiments that go along with them that are super cute. So if you like fairy tales, it's a fun stamp set, and you can pick it up pretty inexpensively. So I did emboss my panel, just add a little texture to it. I just brought in one of my Spellbinder's embossing folders. I'll link all the materials in the description box below so you can check it out. But I thought it added some dimension. Now I have everything here but my card base, and I'm like, I I've got to make a card base. I was kind of fussing over how the dots didn't really show, but you kind of got some of them showing on the upper right and side, and then the lower left and side, and so I thought that was kind of fun. So I'm just bringing in one of my hammer card bases, or a sheet of hammer that I've cut in half, and I'm just going to get it scored up with my score buddy, and we'll get this card put together. This is a quick and simple card. If I can get my tool out, there we go. We'll get it scored up and folded over, and we'll be good to go. I just use Hammer Mill 110 pound. I buy it by the case and create my own card bases. It's just much more cost effective. And then I pick up little envelopes off of Amazon that you can get. Actually, sometimes I pick them up at Hobby Lobby, and you can get them there. When they're on sale, I'll pick them up there. So I'll just get my embossed panel laid down, we'll get our Robin Hood laid down, and then we'll have a very quick card. Trying to decide which side I want up, because both sides are fantastic. And if I can get my glue bottle to work, we'll get some glue laid down on here. I'm going to have to grab a pen and stick it in there. I did a lot of crafting over the weekend because I'm going to have the boys overnight. Sunday night and Monday night, and so it's going to be sheer chaos, and I won't have a lot of time to do anything. I'm not sure about my lives. If I can get my husband to manage them, we might be able to pull off some lives, but I'm not sure. It's pretty loud and crazy when they're here, and I've got their dogs as well, so it could be utter chaos this weekend, or the beginning of the week. So we'll just trim off that extra, and then we'll just get our Robin Hood laid down on here. I'm just going to glue him directly to the polka dot panel. And then we'll pop up the lower level. And I dropped it and made a big old gluey mess on the bottom of my desk there. I still got enough glue on there to lay him down though. So you can see we just barely got the polka dots showing on each side of it. I'm going to get that glue wiped up. And we'll bring in some foam just to pop it up and add a little bit of dimension. The paper that I'm using is actually a fall paper pad from Cat Scrappiness. I just thought the green polka dots were good colors for our Robin Hood. So I'll get plenty of foam strips added here, and we'll get this popped up, and this will pretty much finish off our card. I'm going to leave it pretty neutral as far as embellishments and stuff, because I think this could definitely work as a masculine card as well. So I didn't think I would bling it up too much. So we'll just get these backer strips removed, and then we'll get our panel laid down, and we'll have our card together. I've got a little bit too long here, so I'm going to trim it off in a couple of areas so that it won't hang over my card base and you won't see that foam. Now we're going to have a live coming up with Little Red Riding Hood, actually next month, I think. We've got some pattern paper and some stuff that Kraftin Kimmie has put together, and we're going to do a little live, and that will be in April with Robin Hood. I've already done one with Snow White that was super fun. So we'll get this laid down, and so you'll be able to see all of the little stamped images on my channel if you want to watch. So I think it's super cute. I've got some foam poking out there. It was like the scrap piece that I cut off, so I just need to pull that off so it's not sticking out. And I think it came together. It's pretty simple, easy card, not a lot of embellishment. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.